Hey, hey, my name is Russ Milheim. I'm from the Direct. Thank you guys for talking with me today.
Oh,
I've seen the movie and I enjoyed it. Congratulations.
thank you.
I have a fun question to start out. Watching this movie, I couldn't help but think, what is your favorite poolside snack?
Definitely like I love like nachos, but not like high end nachos. The like movie theater type nachos. The you know
Mm,
Tostitos. Yeah, that thing.
I like Ruffles, sour cream and onion chips.
I
Classic.
was always, those like hot, I think they're like the strawberry shortcake popsicles,
Oh,
like breadcrumbs.
I always really liked Cyclone popsicles too.
Yeah. You both of you are just a little bit older than the characters that you're playing in this movie. So I wanted to ask, what did you guys do to kind of help show that you're to make yourself seem younger?
I think a lot of it was just kind of the trying to bring back the innocence that you have at that age. Um, AJ goes through almost all of his firsts, if you will, in this movie. And obviously, I've gone through all of those things before, and Gabe has as well. I'm assuming. So yeah, it was very like I don't know, Gabe. Have you had your first kiss yet, or is that was that? But
Almost.
yeah, that was it, kind of that innocence.
Yeah, I think the dialogue just informs so much, I think, lack of self-awareness and being like a young adult and moving out on your own to a new place and taking your life seriously, I think definitely changes your perspective on yourself and the world. And so it's a lot of fun to try to get rid of all of that as much as possible. I don't know, just bring as much youthful energy as possible. Shaving 3 times a day helps too. Um,
One
Shaving your chest, face, hair removal. Yeah, I think just going back into your camera roll and remembering what it was like to be a teenager and be 14 and
But yeah, you brought up energy, and one thing I noticed watching the film is just there's this infectious high energy the entire time. How did you work to maintain that as you guys filmed the movie?
caffeine.
thing that we were obsessed with on set. Everyone
Oh
was
God, Mio. It was like caffeinated Mio sports drink in all of our water bottles.
like you would like do like two squirts for a full cup of coffee in caffeine, but people were ripping 5, 6 squirts. Yeah, that was
As one
crazy.
does.
As you
No,
do.
I was made fun of a lot for my caffeine consumption. Uh, I mean, you kind of have to, like, you have to,
It
you
shows
know,
on screen, so.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I was a Red Bull guy, but the meal saver when needed.
How much improv did you guys get to do while you were, filming? Was it kind of sticking to the script as much as you could, or was there a lot of space to play with?
There was space, yeah. I think Adam's writing was so kind of spot on and exactly what I felt like AJ would say. I didn't have any like, kind of artistic like thoughts on, oh, I think he would actually say this. Like I really felt like, which makes sense because it was him. But but yeah, he would let us do improv. But the final product of the movie definitely is, I would say like 98%, 99% what he put in the script and kind of what he worked out, which is really cool. But we had freedom.
There
Mhm.
was freedom when it called for it. But no, I guess the dialogue really is just so like rambunctious in it of itself. Like I think you are able to express just so much. We were allowed to, but yeah, his writing is just so perfect.
Yeah, Gabe, I wanted to ask you. You were a part of Fableman, a big movie with Steven Spielberg. How did your time on that kind of help you prepare for this entirely different experience?
I think it definitely gave me a confidence that I think I needed to play Moose. I think I learned a lot about how to manage your energy when you're working that much. How to prioritize sleep and make sure that you just don't break down and to actually like decompress on the weekends and not exert a lot of energy prepping for the next week so that you're just burned out. I think yeah, just taking as much of what did or didn't work for me. I think those were the main things.
Now, for both of you, obviously the movie's all about your friendship. Uh, can you talk about how you two built the dynamic for both those characters and also yourself as people when cameras weren't rolling?
Yeah, I think as characters, we kind of built the dynamic when there was nothing really to do in Nebraska City. So kind of what you see in the movie is what we would do on our days off. We were a 5 minute walk from the pool from our hotel, and yeah, I think that really helped. I really feel like the town was a big character in this movie, if not the biggest character, and grounds the entire kind of movie as a whole, but also all of our characters because we all had a place that we knew outside of work because it's all we had there to kind of hang out at.
Yeah, it definitely informed. Yeah, I mean, we got to know each other really well, and we were really comfortable around each other, and we weren't really afraid to make swings or make choices. It was a very small set, so everyone was just pretty much living together, and the town did inform everything because it informed how bored these kids must have been and how much they had to make life fun for themselves, and where these ideas would have come from, and putting yourself into the mindset of like, I'm gonna have a good day because I'm gonna make it a good day. I can have fun on my own. I'm gonna make myself smile through the shit I say, and um, yeah, it was a huge component.
My last question for you guys is, you guys, the two characters had a little bit of a bumpy road at points in the movies, the movie. So, say 10 years after this story ends, do you think that they're still best friends?
I
Yeah,
mean, the real life AJ and Moose are still really close. 30 years later.
totally. Easter egg you can find. Gotta find it, but the real life Moose is in the movie. He's in there at some points. His kids are in there. All yeah, it really was. So many of the people in this movie, either their kids are in it or the town hasn't changed much. There's a lot
Yeah.
of the same kind of families that are still there. So that was really cool. But yeah,
Gonna say, who knows? Maybe there'll be a sequel in 8 years, and we'll get an answer. Maybe, who knows?
The Snack Empire is what it'll be called.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for talking with me. I believe my time's up, but yeah, I look forward to everyone else getting to see the movie.